For the city of Bengaluru, it's out with the Brihat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike and in with the Greater Bengaluru Authority. With the passing of the Greater Bengaluru Governance Act 2024, the capital city of Karnataka has welcomed a new structure of governance, which hopes to usher in greater coordination between multiple corporations and parastatals. Led by the Greater Bengaluru Authority, a pan-city body, Bengaluru will see the formation of 5 new corporations to replace the BBMP. Let's dive into how this 3-tiered structure will significantly transform Bengaluru's governance framework. At the very top is the Greater Bengaluru Authority. It will be chaired by the Chief Minister and co-chaired by the Bengaluru Development Minister. With an ambitious attempt to bring all parastatals together on one platform for the very first time, it makes room for 75 members. This includes chiefs of BDA, BMRDA, BMRCL, BMLTA, DULT, BMTC, BWSSB, BESCOM, Bengaluru City Police, Fire and Emergency Services, Deputy Commissioner of Bengaluru Urban, all MLAs, MLCs, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha MPs with vote in Bengaluru, as well as mayors and commissioners of the municipal corporations of the GBA area. So what are the functions of the GBA? Integrating and supervising the activities of all parastatals, exercising administrative functions and powers on the administration of the city corporations. GBA will also be the planning authority for the Greater Bengaluru area. Formulation and execution of the major projects in the Greater Bengaluru area also comes under the GBA. The GBA will present an annual budget to the state government. Let's get into the administrative setup of the GBA. It will be led by the Chief Commissioner, and as per a recent government order, M. Maheshwar Rao, who was the BBMP Chief Commissioner, has been named as the Chief Commissioner of the GBA. Under him will be 6 special commissioners, which include Finance, Administration, Revenue and IT, Health and Education, Climate Action Cell, Election, Disaster Management, Public Relation and Coordination, the Chief Town Planner and Chief Engineer. At the second level are the city corporations. The city's civic limits are being divided into 5 corporations: Bengaluru Central City Corporation, Bengaluru North City Corporation, Bengaluru East City Corporation, Bengaluru West City Corporation and Bengaluru South City Corporation. Each of the 5 corporations will have a mayor and a deputy mayor with a term of 30 months. The corporations will also have 6 standing committees with a minimum of 9 and a maximum of 15 councillors, and also have full autonomy over the revenue they generate. The GBG Act 2024 also provides for a consultative and coordination committee chaired by MLAs and MLCs at the assembly constituency level, with all councillors as members. The committee, however, has only an advisory role and no executive powers. It will coordinate with parastatals of all agencies for effective implementation of works, schemes and projects. It will also monitor the implementations of these projects at the constituency level. Finally, the third tier, ward committees. Each ward in a city corporation will have 15-member ward committee chaired by the respective councillor and 14 others. This will include 7 nominated members with at least 1 OBC and 1 minority community member. 7 others will be selected by a random draw of lots and must include at least 2 from the SC/ST communities, at least 3 women members, and at least 2 members representing resident welfare associations. Ward committees will prepare a ward development scheme for allotment of funds and ensure their proper utilization. They will prepare and submit an annual ward development plan with inputs from persons registered as voters in the wards. They will also invite applications for the selection of beneficiaries for welfare schemes. This apart, ward committees will also oversee timely tax collections, maintenance of water supply and sewerage, solid waste management and sanitation work, street lights, parks and open spaces, afforestation and implementation of rainwater harvesting schemes, assist in functioning of primary health centers and schools in the corporation. The Greater Bengaluru Governance Act was brought in with the aim of making governance in the IT city more coordinated, transparent and decentralized. How do you think the authority will fare in streamlining this process? Let us know in the comments below. For more such stories and videos, subscribe to The Hindu.